Good evening, and thanks for joining us on YouTube and Twitter Live. Today we're here to present to you PSO2 New Genesis Prologue 3. Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is the latest update of Sega's epic online masterpiece, Phantasy Star Online 2, or PSO2 for short. PSO2 will be reborn as Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis, or better known as PSO2 NGS.
We're here to deliver the latest thrilling and noteworthy information about PSO2 NGS. Following the live broadcast from March, this is Prologue 3 before the official release of PSO2 NGS.
Since this broadcast is pre-recorded, viewers can post comments, but we won't be able to read your comments. We appreciate your understanding. I can hear someone saying, cute!
You get that one a lot, don't you?
Absolutely. We do receive lots of comments from viewers.
This would be the third time for this event?
Yep. Please wave to our viewers.
I feel like this is a deja vu. Hello, guys!
Yeah, thank you very much. I was told there was a wink, too, so I'll wink back.
We can feel the excitement in the air.
Thank you all.
In addition, this live event is also being broadcast with English interpretations on the global version of PSO2's YouTube channel. If you prefer to see it in English, you are welcome to join there.
Again, I'm Yuki Iwai, and I'll be your main MC for the evening. I'm so glad to be here. And to assist me is a first-timer.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Yunocy, and I'll be your assistant MC. Nice to meet you.
Yunocy. Thank you very much. This is the third installment of our Prologue series, and I'm looking forward to bringing you a lot of exciting new content. Are you a gamer?
Of course, I do like playing games.
Hey, tell us about it.
I'm usually live streaming like crazy.
Really?
I've been playing games and streaming and even did a 24-hour stream last Christmas. And I'm still streaming live almost every day.
You must be very tired.
Oh yeah, I do live streams, go to game centers, then back to games, then back to live streaming.
That's impressive. You said earlier that it's been a while since you actually spoke to anyone in person.
That's right. For the first time in my life, I took 3 weeks off. I went to my hometown, played games like as if I was at a training camp, and I came back just yesterday.
So all you do is playing games then?
Yeah, which is why I haven't talked to anyone for a while. I'm really nervous now.
So have you ever played any games in the PSO series?
I played the PSP Portable series. When I was in junior high, I downloaded PSO2, which had just been released. I have a bitter memory of it because for close to 3 hours, I was wondering why my character wouldn't display in the character creator because my computer was so low-end.
So this live stream is also for people who are gearing up to start PSO2 like you, so please stick with us to the end. Thank you.
I'd like to liven things up a bit and help deliver all the thrilling details of PSO2 NGS. So join us!
So for PSO2 New Genesis Prologue 3, I'm going to go all out to introduce you to the most noteworthy information about PSO2 NGS. So stay tuned. Then let's get to the first bit of news. Yunocy, let's go!
Okay, let's get started! First is PSO2 NGS Hot Information!
And now it's time to welcome a well-known guest, Mr. Hiro Arai, the official navigator of PSO2 NGS.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you.
I've seen you before.
You've been watching this show?
Yes, of course.
Hiro, very glad to work with you again. I'm sure there are so many of you watching this program for the first time. So please, introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Hiro Arai, the official navigator of PSO2 NGS. As the official navigator, I will provide the latest information to help you enjoy the game as much as possible. I also try to steer this game in a better direction by working as a bridge between the players and the developers. I'm very happy to be here today.
I'm happy you're here. This is the third time we've aired this program. But Hiro, you've been on the show for a while. Have you gotten used to it?
Even though this is my third time, this is the most nervous I've been so far.
I can tell.
Really?
We're now live streaming in Sega's new studio, actually.
This is Sega's new studio, right? Still not used to this new environment?
I guess so. I feel the pressure from all the pros in the industry.
You've been on the air all the time. Have you ever been approached by someone on the street? Has anyone called out, Hiro-san?
I hardly ever go outside.
Yeah, it's a busy season.
That's right. And because of the corona, I'm wearing a mask, so nobody can tell who I am.
I think your fans can hardly handle it if you were to suddenly show up. So please don't shock anyone. So on our broadcast back in March, we went over the results of the first closed beta test from January. And the day after that broadcast was the second test. How did it go?
Right. Unlike the first test, in the second one, we had participants who never played PSO2 before join us, so we had a lot of people. Also, by making some changes in the second test, as a result of the first, participants of the first also joined in the second time as a result of the broadcast.
Having people join in as a result of the broadcast makes us so happy.
Which is why we have lots of info for you today as well. Not to mention talks about the CBT for the global version and other info to get you excited for the official release.
Great! Yunocy-san and I actually got to play before this broadcast. This included the changes made for the second test. It was your first time, Yunocy, but how was it?
It was fun. I played it very quietly, though.
Yeah, we formed a party, defeated some enemies.
I felt like I was never going to see you.
We did run into each other on and off. I have a few screenshots. Take a look. Yeah, first look at that created character.
My character is on the right.
Awesome! Very cute character.
It's the one with some black and white on her, going for a little gothic and a maid-like outfit.
The hat is cute too.
Lovely, right?
You matched it with your hair color, huh?
Yes, I tried purple on her.
I see you made some parts, big there.
Yeah, it was a bit embarrassing when the staff saw my character.
Because they can tell what you're into.
That's right. When I was changing the body shape, around 10 people were watching me in absolute silence. It was a bit of an awkward atmosphere.
I see.
But I did make it how I want. It was lovely.
I heard you spent much more time on the thickness of the thighs.
Actually, I was told to hurry up, so I had to stop midway.
You can change it later anyway.
That's true.
And I had a chance to chat with you in-game.
I remember.
It's interesting to communicate with other users through the chat, as well as with the emotes.
That was fun.
Then we also partied up.
Yes, they let me use the Ranger.
You were very good at it.
The game was a breeze to control and the attacks are very smooth. I was playing for the first time ever, and even then it was very easy for me to play.
Basically, I was in close combat, and Yunocy was attacking from a distance and supporting me.
Getting the enemy to target to me and running away as well.
That's right.
There it is.
This enemy called Buji.
He's strong.
He was so strong. I couldn't catch him. He was fast, too.
But it was fun.
It was quite difficult, but you beat him.
Yeah, there was a great sense of teamwork.
There sure was.
Like, look, help! I got caught!
And you got knocked out.
You rescued me lots of times. I sent chats for you for help.
I was asking you constantly, where?
That's the great thing about multiplayer functions.
Yes, I wanted to bring her back to life, and
I appreciated that.
well, both of us helped each other. We both got knocked out at least once, though.
Somehow we survived as we were close to the Ryuker device.
It was really fun. So engrossing, I completely lost track of time.
My jaw was dropped the whole time.
I know, right? I wish I could have played more. I enjoyed it very much. Now, let's get right into it. We assume you'll be reporting on the results of the second test?
That's right. Although the second CBT and the first CBT were similar in content, so instead, today I'll focus on the changes between the two sets as I report.
Got it. Go right ahead.
Let's get those slides up. The second closed beta test was conducted through March 19th to March 21st for 3 days. The test included more players thanks to first-time PSO2 players joining us. We tested the overall game systems, as well as issues found during the first closed beta. On the first day, due to the changes in functions made starting the second test, we had connectivity issues. Although we performed an urgent maintenance to fix this, it happened again around 8 p.m., so we had a second maintenance, ending the first test day there. We fixed the connectivity issues from the first day overnight by the second day, in which we confirmed the issues were gone. However, once we reached a higher number of players than the first test, we had bugs for the personal shop, search, and party matchmaking functions for an extended period. We had 2 maintenances for this issue. It was confirmed on the third day the issues were gone. Since we had a total of 4 emergency maintenances throughout the test, we extended the test from the original end time of 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the third day. Next, the bugs that occurred when starting urgent quests in the first CBT were confirmed to be fixed. But as new matchmaking issues were discovered, we plan to have that fixed by the global CBT. As for the overall game systems, even upon having lots of first-time PSO2 players join us, we have concluded that it needs no change.
So, although we had a few big issues, we were able to fix most of them during emergency maintenances, I see.
Great!
That's correct. Our apologies to participants for there have been repeated emergency maintenances. But as a result, we were able to make those fixes during the testing period for issues, making this a very effective test overall.
We really have no idea what kind of issues are going to happen, so beta tests are very important, huh?
That's right. The development team also felt that very strong this test as well. The next slide, please. The following is stuff we fixed for the second CBT as a result of the first. Some key additions were the implementation of the material storage, new face variants, adjustments to gathering locations, and the drop rates for armors and weapons. Taking those things into account, here are the survey results this time around. Most changes we made for the second CBT were welcomed. However, the snipped face added got feedback that the mouth looked off and unbalanced. We plan to make adjustments for that. There were also new bugs in which materials could not be used directly from the material storage, so we plan to fix that as well. We also saw in this survey that just the first survey, the scratch effect was too bright, and that users wished to skip the dialogue for tutorial-related tasks. Therefore, we are planning to adjust these as well. We didn't plan to make any changes from the first CBT, but upon the results of the test, we did end up implementing some changes ASAP. As a result, we received positive results for those changes. We're glad new things to fix were also brought up.
And so improving a game through user input is a wonderful thing about online games.
Yeah, we get to work together.
That was a quick overview of the results from the second test. I would like to thank you all once again for having participated in the second CBT. Further results and details of the second CBT survey can be seen at a later date on the CBT Players site, so anybody interested, please go take a look. That's it for the report.
Thank you for that, Hiro-san. I hope that more users' input get implemented in the future. Now I hear the global CBT will also be happening soon. Would you please share some of its details?
Sure. Slides, please. We are planning it for May 15th to May 16th for a total of 3 days. The platform will only be Windows 10 via the Microsoft Store. Please use the Xbox Insider Hub app to register. As a participation reward for the closed beta test, completing the listed requirements will reward you with the various items for PSO2 NGS after launch. So please do go ahead and participate.
Thank you for touching on the global CBT. You can register to participate now, so all those interested, please don't forget. So, Hiro-san, you have lots of new information for us today as well, I take it?
I sure do. As I had hinted last time, we will be going over the story and characters, as well as introduce further character creation features. Please take a look at this next footage.
Well, that was interesting. Everything looked good and the characters were voiced. Let's go over some details in the next slides. The story unfolds as the player character protagonist arrives in a pod as a Meteorn on a small island in West Alio on planet Halpha. Guided by ARC's locals, you arrive first at Alio Town. And it is from this town that your long-lasting adventure as an ARCS begins. So it says. Hiro-san, this is the first time we refer to Alio Town, right?
Yes. You were not able to go there in the CBT. It's located in western part of Aelio region. In the CBT, you were started off at Central City, but at launch, all players will begin from this Aelio town.
Ah, I see. Yunocy-san, anything striking you see here?
This Aelio town is very different from the future-like Central City, giving off this southern island, almost tropical life feel.
Right. Aelio town is built right by the ocean, and although most of its citizens are ARCs, probably also due to the environment, its citizens have lighter amounts of clothing for a rugged look.
Whoa!
It looks quite hot around there.
The music in the area is also reggae, or tropical sounding.
Oh yeah?
Tropical, huh? I see. Looks like a fun place. Wondering where it's gonna go from there.
I couldn't imagine how the story unfolds from here. I'm so excited.
Why don't we take a look at some slides since many characters were introduced? First up is the ARCs in training Aina, who is voiced by Sumire Morohashi-san. She looks like a very energetic character. What kind of person is she?
Aina is an 15-year-old ARCs trainee living in Aelio town and is the first one to meet the protagonist who arrives on a pod and is a main heroine of the game. She's an extremely positive and light-hearted character.
I like that a very athletic, tanned girl like her is holding future-like weapons under the sun.
Oh, so Iwai-san likes tanned girls.
Well, actually, yeah.
I'm getting to know you little by little, I think.
There might be some tan lines hidden under those clothes.
That's the power of imagination.
It does keep me guessing. Anyway, so we have somebody like her, but we also saw a second girl earlier. Let's see. There we are. A Meteoron with memories of the past, Manon, who is voiced by Yume Miyamoto-san, is a very different type of character than earlier, but what is she like?
Manon is the other main heroine of the game, and just like Aina, also lives in Aelio town as an ARCs. Unlike Aina, who was born and raised in Aelio town, she also arrived on a pod like the protagonist. Half a year earlier, as a Meteoron, most Meteorons don't remember their past memories, but she does, albeit partially.
She looks cool and calm.
Calm and collected, she is, however, fascinated and curious to her surroundings as well. She's an 18-year-old Newman.
Oh, so she's a Newman? I see.
Her ears are kinda hidden due to the hairstyle, but she is a Newman.
Teacher, what's a Newman?
A Newman. Allow me to explain. Newmans are one of many races in the PSO series and have elf-like pointy ears, you see. They also excel in the usage of magic-like powers called techniques.
Oh, so Iwai-san is going to teach us?
Actually, I played the game for a while too. There were a lot of characters and they all look stylish.
I agree. It is also on the back panel.
True.
Yeah, that's right. So pretty.
Cute ears.
The setting for Newmans are just like Iwai-san explained in PSO2 NGS as well. But in PSO2 NGS, the fact that they excel with techniques is only lore and does not affect the stats of the player's character. There will be no status differences between races, so you can choose what you like based on appearance.
It's great that we can choose what we'd like without the difference in stats.
As with the removal of gender limitations, it is a direction PSO2 NGS is taking to allow for the ultimate character creation and to enjoy it to the fullest by making avatar-related features not interfere with the gameplay.
It's good you don't have to worry about game balance as you create a character.
That's right. Until now, there was a bias for certain classes that paired better with one race over others.
Yes, but not anymore.
So we can create whatever character you like because that won't be a problem anymore. By the way, you mentioned Manon was a main heroine as well? We have two mains?
Correct. In PSO2 NGS, the story revolves around the two heroines, Aina and Manon.
I don't know if I made the right choice. I think I'll choose Aina after all.
I choose Manon.
Manon? Manon is a bit of an older sister type.
Like a brave and cool older sister character.
Exactly.
I liked how cool she sounded earlier in the story footage.
Yes, exactly. I think it was kind of older sister-like voice as well.
There is something similar to your own character.
I agree. I think we might have a tendency to love characters similar to our own creations.
Maybe you're right.
Manon could get tanned if she stays in Aleo Town for a while too, I guess.
I'd like to see that too.
Would love to see that as well. On to the next character now. The Protector of West Aleo, Garoa, voiced by Kenta Miyake-san. Different to our heroines from earlier, he's a big, manly dude, a wall of muscle.
Yeah, Garoa is one of the 5 strongest veteran arcs on planet Halpha, and has duties as the leader of Aleo Town. He also happens to be Aina's father.
That's why Aina and his costumes are similar. If you look closely, their hair color is also the same.
That's right. How do you like the muscular types?
Oh yeah, that's definitely my type.
Do you like muscles?
Of course! Look at those pecs.
Those are really impressive. He's also got lots of tattoos.
I want to be embraced by that body.
I see, so that's how it feels.
It gives me a big smile.
You like tanned-looking characters as well.
That's right. I think he's my heroine.
I see. That may be a new way to look at these characters. Let's take a look at the final character. Here he is. A skilled instructor full of passion, Dozer, voiced by Tokuyoshi Kawashima-san. A male cast, I see.
Yes, Dozer is a veteran arc situated in Central City and will guide the players as their instructor. He's very strict to himself, as well as those he teaches, but at the same time, he is a passionate individual, making him one of the most trustworthy as spoken by the people of Central City.
Once again, I like the discrepancy between a cast and a passionate personality. Now, although we have so many things we'd like to ask about the story and its characters, but those will be kept for after the game launches. Hiro-san, seems you have one more piece of info for us?
Yes. Now please take a look at this.
Oh,
Cool.
a very different cast. Different than usual. Slim instead of the usual blockiness.
Oh?
This is wonderful.
I like that.
Kinda mysterious looking.
The mask hiding its face is good.
It is. Oh, you can take parts off?
Nice.
Emotes. Oh, you can do finger emotes now, I see. Like a thumbs up. Yes. Okay. Ah, now it's different. Like an index finger is being used instead.
Does give off a different feel.
Now the pinky. I see, real detailed.
Possibilities.
I see. You can do lots of poses with the fingers.
Haha.
How specific.
Very.
You can make specific expressions. Edit the default, it seems.
Ah, okay.
Got a smirk going there.
You're right.
Cheeky tongue.
Cute.
So we see that you can customize some minute details, but we'd like to hear about this through some PowerPoint slides. First, it seems that new default cast bodies are added. This wasn't in the CBT, so will these be available at launch?
It seems so. The Body Type 1 cast looks like a technique class, and the Body Type 2 cast has motifs of a melee-based class for their designs.
I see. I like how, despite being a cast, it's very slender and not all blocky-like as with other types. Definitely expands possibilities for character creation.
The left cast feels like something out of a medieval fantasy, and it's wonderful.
Looking good. The girl on the right looks mysterious, with her face all hidden.
You're able to change preferred colors too.
Yep, it looks like a little shy look.
I want to create a character again already.
Now let's continue. This seems to be a feature for turning on and off ornaments. This wasn't in the CBT?
Yes. Though it wasn't present, this ornament on and off feature has been added to the Japanese version of PSO2 when using NGS wares as part of the graphic update. This on-off feature will be available in PSO2 NGS at launch, which means that the prior cast parts shown on the left part of the slide will be even further customizable. The two additional cast bodies will have ornaments as well.
Taking off the ornament reveals the thigh more on the female cast. That does change the look quite a bit. How great!
You can perhaps attach a mech-like accessory to where you turned an ornament off, customizing your cast's look even further.
All this is going to extend character creation to 15 hours total.
It definitely will. It's great games like this have this much, though. Thank you for that. Now on to the next slide. This is very specific as well, but it seems you can combine emotes with finger-only emotes. But what a feature which allows for minute details.
Yes. Most old emotes from PSO2 will not have finger animations when being used when wearing NGS outfits. But by using this feature, you can add finger poses you want to them. You could, of course, use these on NGS emotes as well. Depending on how you combine them, the impression the original emote gives changes.
Online games often have emote features, but I've never heard of features that allow for customization of finger movements.
Making a pose you really love is such an asked-for feature, so this is great. Just look at all the details you can change. I love it.
Looks like it would be very fun to take pictures.
Great idea. Now, on to the last slide, please. Expressions can be customized freely, it says. But what is this feature?
Yes, both in PSO2 and PSO2 NGS, you can have your character's face cut in on the screen as part of chat functions. But you can now edit each expression used there, such as smile and angry. However, depending on how you made your character's face during creation, these expressions did not turn out how you had hoped sometimes. In order to combat those issues, you can customize each expression freely in PSO2 NGS. You can, of course, still enjoy the default expressions as they are very expressive, but if you'd really like to get it right, you can choose this feature.
I see. I remember that when I played Universe, it may have been like that, so I'm glad to see you can fix these problems.
That's great to hear.
Man, the character creation of the PSO2 series is just, well, ultimate.
You've worked on this a lot.
Indeed. You can tell how much time we put into make it ultimate.
Thank you for the info. That's it for new information on game content, but apparently you have a big announcement for us today, Hiro-san?
That's right. It's been so long, but allow me to make this announcement finally. Slide, please. PSO2 NGS will see its launch in June of 2021.
Yes! I've been waiting for this!
Thank you very much. I should mention, this is a release for both Japanese and global services simultaneously. Once the actual release date has been decided, we will let you know on the official site in announcement, so please wait just a little longer.
So there's still some time, but June is very soon.
It'll be over in a flash.
You said Japan and global will release at the same time?
Right. The Japanese version of PSO2 began its service 9 whole years ago, while global began just 1 year ago, which meant updates came later than they did in Japan. However, within just that 1 year of operation, they gradually caught up to the Japanese service and is currently on the last half of Episode 6 update content. And finally, they will be all caught up by the launch of PSO2 NGS, seeing the Japanese and global service updates simultaneously. However, please do keep in mind that the two versions will be on different servers. Also, due to the differences in regions of service, there may be some differences in content or campaigns at some points even after NGS, so we ask for your understanding in the matter.
Right. Depending on the country or region, laws and regulations are different. Still, the fact that major updates will happen at the same time is probably a wonderful thing for global users.
I'm sure they're glad. Now, the development operations team are hard at work and determined to make the simultaneous operations of PSO2 NGS to a global audience a reality.
Everyone on the team, please hang in there. Must be hard, but we're rooting for you. We look forward to it all.
Right now must be the busiest time for them.
I bet. Also, PC users may want to consider upgrading their rigs for this occasion, maybe.
Right. And for those people, have this following slide. Releasing before the PSO2 NGS launch, we will be releasing a benchmark called PSO2 NGS Character Creator for Windows PC in late May for both Japan and global.
Oh, the character creator!
As the name Character Creator suggests, of course, the benchmark for PSO2 NGS will not be a simple test application. It includes a demo for character creation, and the character data you create and save then can be used in PSO2 NGS at launch.
So we can create our characters before the game releases.
You sure can.
That's real helpful. Oh, thank you so much.
Character creation itself is real fun, so this is great.
We saw some comments during the CBT, but in our conversations, I heard something about 15 hours in character creation. But thanks to this benchmark, you won't have the issue where you can't start the game due to making a character taking so long.
With this software, you're going to have one hell of a time trying to do everything. Seriously, you can't play the game yet because it hasn't been released, but just creating characters is a great time.
Create as many different characters as you can.
And then, pick which one to go with.
That's so exciting.
Eventually, you may end up creating some weird characters or end up with some unusual ones. Maybe even run into bugs here or there. I'm afraid I may lose all sense of time.
Just thinking about it makes me excited.
Good to hear.
So benchmarks usually have some CG footage or the sort while testing. But what about this NGS benchmark?
You may have seen the opening movie before, but a part of that will play as an in-game cutscene. What that means is, you can see a version of the opening movie that replaces the original protagonist character with your own created character.
That sounds like fun.
Really? That's possible?
The one and only opening video.
Imagine the opening character ends up being the only weird one. You can create a bunch of characters and then use those as you want for the opening footage, I guess. Now, the game will launch in June, but it seems there will be lots to do from May. Since your character's data is shared with PSO2, you can perhaps play in advance of June in the current PSO2 as a new player, preparing what's to come. There may be quite a bit of returning players to come back to the current PSO2, perhaps?
That would be wonderful, which is why we would like those kind of users to participate as well. Allow me to announce some detail for campaigns on the current PSO2. Next slide, please. Starting Wednesday, May 12th, the Road to New Genesis campaign will begin. You can receive things like stamps for PSO2 NGS with Matoi on them in a social media campaign, or even receive accessories and emotes with the character item giveaway. As you could see, lots of campaigns to get items for PSO2 NGS. We will also hold a countdown login bonus 7 days before PSO2 NGS service begins, with 30 star gems received for each day you log in. There will also be a level up support boost event for new and returning players as well. Please do participate in whatever you need. Next slide, please. We also plan to hold a PSO2 NGS Coming Soon Welcome Back campaign as well. Those who log into the game during the period will receive useful items, as well as some SG. And if that point, the campaign ends, you have new or returning players in your alliance. All its members will receive SG and emotes as a reward. Please invite new returning players to your alliance and play together on this occasion. The Road to New Genesis is meant to give even those who start the game during this period to receive items usable in PSO2 NGS. We await all of your participation.
Yes, please do enjoy including the current PSO2. Now, Hiro-san, I think you had more to tell us, which goes in hand with the launch window announcement, correct?
Yes. Now please check out this footage.
Nice! A starter package!
Oh, that's cool!
Yep.
Oh?
I see. It's very tropical island-like.
Yeah!
Very breezy looking. Oh, sunglasses!
Cute!
I love it. There's a nice mesh on it. And look at the corsage. Very hibiscus-like.
You talk a lot when a cute girl is on screen.
I get very excited.
Look, stamps too!
I see.
Yep.
Oh, you can swim. That's a crawl. You can swim usually, but you can have a crawl motion, I see.
Look, taking breaths as you would.
That's right.
Ah, so you get it from this. It was like a tropical country.
There was a lot of info there.
Let's go over that with slides. After launch, the Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis Starter Package will be released on Thursday, August 19th in 2021. The package will feature an item code for 9 special items, so please do check it out as they may help with beginning your journey. A limited edition package will release on the same day as well. Just like the normal package, it will include the item code for the items. It will also include a mini soundtrack with music from PSO2 NGS. All neatly packed into a special box with the cover featuring illustrations from the PSO2 NGS artwork team. The art features Aina and Manon, who we introduced today, so please take a look. Now, please keep in mind that both normal and limited edition packages are only available for the Japanese service. On to the next slide, please. The special bonus items include Aelio badges for trading in Aelio avatar items themed after Aelio Town, which we introduced earlier today, or the crawl swimming motion, and so on, as well as items making adventuring easier with a total of 9 types of items. These items will also be available as paid DLC for both Japanese and global services. Next slide, please. On the same day as the Japanese package versions release on Thursday, August 19th, each platform storefront will have these Aelio series items in 2 separate types of packages. The first pack includes wares for body type 1, while the other includes wares for body type 2. Now, both packages will include the crawl swimming motion as well as other consumable items. If you can't purchase the package version, or you are a player of the global version, please check out these Founders Packs. And with that, everything I wanted to tell you about NGS for the day is finished.
Okay, there were lots of things in there, but the outfits were good, right?
I'm looking forward to swimming.
Swimming, like freestyle.
And the release date is in August, so we'll get into the summer spirit.
Please check it out. Thank you very much. Hiro-san, thank you for your time as usual. That will be it for his appearance, so go ahead and talk to the audience.
Thank you all for watching every time. This program, which began last December, will be on the 4th episode right before the game launches, and will be the last pre-NGS info reveal. Since it's right before launch, we plan to share new fields and scratch item information that were unavailable. We will touch on the roadmap for after launch as well, so please do tune in next time as well.
Exciting! Thank you so much. That was our official navigator, Hiro Arai-san. Thank you! Let's move on. Our next segment is Do You Know PSO2 NGS? Come on, yunocy.
Yes, here's the new segment. Do you know PSO2 NGS? This segment, which started last time, is for those of you who haven't heard about the big update yet. We aim to take some of the best acrostic poems from PSO2 series users who know the appeal of NGS.
We did it last time, and I also had my own.
I watched it.
Thank you.
It was really great.
What was it? The one like climbing up a wall?
Kind of like can't climb up further.
You try to climb a cliff, but you can't.
I think so.
Yeah, that one.
In the last broadcast, we asked for new acrostic poems, and we got a lot of interesting submissions. Now I'd like to read a few which were carefully selected. So here's the first one. From Rinnen Crafter at Megidohime. Ready? I'm going to flip through it.
Okay, here we go. NGS-N.
On the internet.
NGS-G.
Time for
the last NGS-S.
A new life.
Yeah!
I think we'd get along well.
It looks like the game is going to be your real life.
Yes, it can.
A new life.
My parents once cut off my internet because I was playing online games too much. So make sure to get some sleep between sessions.
It's like back in elementary school, you know, where you know that you have to hide the power cord.
You'd get scolded and told to go outside.
I remember back home the vacuum accidentally crashed the game console.
Some big fights were had.
Just like old times. Now let's continue.
The next one is from Nana Card Ship 5.
Here we go. NGS-N.
Create anything.
NGS-G.
Boundless.
Okay, the last one, NGS, S.
Creativity.
Yeah!
I agree.
Character creation. Looks like he's gonna be creating a bunch.
It'll take a lot of time, but yes.
Nana card, ship 5,
It seems like they are ready to put a lot of effort to create those characters.
No limit, infinite combinations and things you can do. It's either going to end up being weird or be something with all the quirks you want.
Yeah, probably.
That's right.
Next, let's pick up some poems from global version users. We asked global version users to write and submit under the hashtag PSO2 NGS acrostic poem.
Thank you. There's an overseas version of acrostic poem like the Japanese one. I wonder how they turned out. Well then, yunocy, if you don't mind.
They just taught me the pronunciation earlier.
I see. It's written in English.
This one is from Sweet Robot.
Here it is, NGS N,
No way!
NGS G.
Gotta play!
The last one, NGS S.
Soon!
What does that mean?
It means, seriously? I can't wait to play! Surprisingly simple.
You do look surprised.
It's simple, but it's the easiest way to put it.
No way. Gotta play soon. Getting excited. Now let's continue.
The next is again from a domestic user named 超健全なラージャン堂本先輩 at サンサバの狂人 or very wholesome Rajang senpai at ship 3 madman.
They all have got some peculiar names. Let's go, NGS N,
Be popular.
NGS G,
Grow this game.
NGS S.
SEGA, I'm counting on you.
Thank you.
This should be highlighted.
The growing expectations. It's already happening. Expectations are rising and it is becoming a better and better game.
Isn't it? Kind of feeling the pressure.
The expectations are mounting. It's possible.
Thank you. I'd like to ask you to continue submitting your acrostic poem, but for this next session, I'd like to change the subject. The acrostic this time will be the newly revealed character AINA. Aina.
4 letters.
So we've come up with a poem too.
4 letters is a bit more difficult.
Mine may not be so good.
Did you spend a lot of time on it?
I struggled with this, and I'm not sure. Can I go first?
Of course.
Mr. Iwai is my senior, so I'll go first.
You were really anxious about it before the show, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
I'm not good at this either, so...
I'm not good at this kind of thing either. I was thinking about it the whole time I was playing game.
While you were playing the game? Either way, you gotta reveal it to us, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's important to make your post. Maybe your poem will be selected too if it catches our eyes. Then, here we go.
Here we go. Aina's A.
There it is.
Aina's I.
Good game.
Aina's N.
With everyone.
Aina's A.
Let's have fun.
That's adorable. You got it. The emoticons are so cute. Now you can use this as a model for anything you want to write.
So anything that you can come up with.
If it matches the letters, yes. Well, here's mine.
Let's see your work. Aina's A.
Without any hesitation.
Aina's I.
To bring her back to life.
Aina's N.
I ran to my friends.
Aina's A.
And they got me too.
That's interesting.
It actually happened.
Just before.
Yeah, I tried to rescue Yunocy and she died. And then she tried to rescue me.
That's what happened.
When I tried to bring Yunocy back to life, I was so distracted that someone attacked me from behind and we both got knocked out. And that was that.
That was fun though.
You can write something like this, so don't be shy.
With our examples about PSO2 NGS, we'd like you to write an AINA poem about the charms, favorite points of PSO2 NGS. When posting, don't forget to use the hashtag PSO2 NGS acrostic poem too. Global users are also welcome to submit their poems to hashtag PSO2 NGS acrostic poem too.
We're looking forward to your submissions.
Waiting for you!
Now, let's start getting the hashtag trending. Please post as much as you can, and thank you. Let's enjoy PSO2 NGS. It's only going to get more exciting from here.
We're looking forward to your submissions. We'll read some of them in our next show. And that concludes our segment, Do You Know hashtag PSO2 NGS?
Thank you! Here we go. It's almost the end of the show. Let's jump into our regular segment, Project NGS Mission. We do this at the end of each show.
So this is a regular segment? I was just thinking about it.
This time, yunocy, you're welcome to do it for us. Please come up with an original pose for the show that viewers will try to copy. This is your first time, so we wanted to ask you to do it. And maybe we'll use the pose for future shows.
Always this pose? Really?
It could also be turned into an emote.
That's what I was aiming for.
I see. Then you can take some time to get ready.
Okay.
Here we go, yunocy. Go ahead.
Here it is.
Wow, brilliant.
What do you think? It's a pose I wanted to see personally.
That won't be possible.
Figures.
Definitely not.
No booty shots?
I would take a lot of screenshots with that pose.
Next time, do it at the tropical area.
Indeed. Okay then. Let's go to the results. Results are... on hold.
No!
It's still up in the air. Though it's a really nice pose that emphasizes the booty. I'd like to see some of those characters with this pose.
It might have been hard to tell because I was wearing black pants. But yeah, I would also like to see characters doing this pose.
I'd like to have a male cast to show his macho booty.
It would be nice if the new character, Aina's father, did it.
Absolutely.
A muscle guy, like a bodybuilder.
Well, I think it would be very popular.
I know, right?
But I think we have to put it on
Still
hold for now.
pending, huh?
So here we are. We've done this 3 times and all 3 are on hold or pending. Next time we'll choose one of them. But if all 3 are unsuccessful, I'll have to make my own suggestion.
Is that even possible?
If I were to suggest it, they'd have to go for it.
What if it gets put on hold?
I will make sure it goes through.
You have that kind of power?
Yes, I will make full use of the authority of being the main MC. I don't know what will happen, but I hope you guys will enjoy what's chosen. Finally, yunocy, please give us a preview of the next broadcast, will you?
Next time will be the 4th live stream before release. The show will be titled PSO2 New Genesis Prologue 4. Please do join us and enjoy the live stream. We will continue to deliver all the latest and greatest information about PSO2 NGS, so be sure to tune in.
yunocy, how did you like this Prologue 3?
I know this is our first time meeting in person, but since we played the game together, I feel like I've known you for a while now.
Yeah, there was some good in-game chemistry going on.
I also felt that we were on a similar wavelength when we talked about all the newly introduced characters. It was so much fun!
We might have played together in some other games in the past, maybe? I've been playing a lot of online games too, so...
Maybe we have met somewhere online.
Maybe we did.
But yes, that's how it was. It was great and fun.
I would never tell you my username, though. I'd be so embarrassed to do it.
Maybe you're playing a short girl?
That's a possibility.
I'll look for you then.
This show will continue to provide you with information about NGS in easy-to-understand and fun ways.
I'll try my best to learn, playing and sharing the fun of NGS. And finally, please subscribe to the channel and give us a like.
Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.
次回もお楽しみに。バイバイ。